Hey, what's up, everybody? Day 4 here. Today is actually going to be two videos. I'm going to do one that's just the once awake quest, so that since that's one of the ones that we have to do to get to Mars anyway, and then the one after that will be the rest of getting through Mercury, getting done what we need to get done in order to get to Mars. So here you can see this is one of those times where you get to pick more than one thing. Well, you get to pick one of the multiple. Now, the Detonite Ampule and the Orokin Cell are both pretty easy to get. Tellurium's kind of a pain in the ass. So we're going to take that. Well, I'm going to take that one.
Tenno, your codex has been
Alrighty.
updated with a new quest.
So, since we're going to be... Actually, I also want the Bratton for this. Two reasons for it. One is we're actually going to be encountering a brand new enemy. The one... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll be doing that another time. Actually, you can see it right here. This is what's called the Infested. Now, you've already experienced Grenier and Corpus, and we're actually going to be dealing with Grenier some more in the next video. But in this one, we get our first experience with Infested. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to begin. And yeah, whatever. You can go ahead and read that. Personally, I'm not. And if there's any cutscenes, what I will say is if you want to go ahead and play this on your own so that you can actually watch all the cutscenes and see everything for yourself, I absolutely recommend that before watching this video, like all the way through. Maybe you're stuck somewhere and you want to watch this and see what it is that you're supposed to do, or maybe what you're stuck on, or whatever the case may be. But I absolutely recommend if this is your first time playing through this game, go do the quest yourself. And I'm actually a lot of the quests that I do, I'm actually going to be starting to stream very soon, where I'll be doing a lot of stuff, but I'll be making videos for every quest, um, just so somebody, if any of you ever get stuck somewhere, you have a reference. Um, but yeah, so let's go ahead and hop right in this. That's your warning essentially, that you can go do it on your own and see how you do, basically. Because I believe that for every one of the quests in this game, you should really experience it on your own, not through a video.
I've identified several vulnerable data
We're
consoles on the
going this way.
space. Find them and hack in. We need to know the nature of their new bioweapon.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if I have. Okay. Anyways.
Destroyed them. Dr. Tengus
Oh, come
demands
on.
absolute secrecy.
God, that's annoying sometimes. And I completely screwed that up. Because of course I did. Oh, real quick.
My scans are not detecting any
Actually, that was
biochemical
just an
agents.
ancient. Never mind.
What are they doing
Um,
down here?
there's I kind of told you guys about a few of the different status types that are in this game. Well, elemental types really, and that's cold, heat, electric, and toxin. There are two enemies that two infested enemies specifically. Oops! Wow. You've got I believe it's actually a toxin ancient. I'll have to actually start taking a look at the different
Trigger the
ancient
alarms now, and they will
enemies.
start destroying the
But there's
data.
one that can actually hit you with toxin, and there's also another enemy called a toxic crawler. Now, if you've ever seen
They won't even know it's me.
the show Aqua Teen Hunger Force, you may know who Meatwad is. That's basically what a toxic crawler looks like. Meatwad, is that his name? Now I'm trying to remember. Anyway, the meatball with arms. That's essentially what what any of the crawlers look like. That's a charger. There you go. Although I guess it would have helped to actually read the entire name before killing it. Oh well, there will be others. Um, so the different elements, though, the statuses that they're able to
The target
hit
console is
you with,
nearby.
Now I'll cover this a lot more when I start getting into mods. Well, when I make a video on mods. Oh, it's over there. For the most part, I'm kind of running through these. We're going to have more opportunity to go through all of these so that I can actually show you. Oh wow, there's no enemy there. Okay.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Show you kind of why I just went the way I did, and how it's actually kind of a back way to do it. So anyway, so cold afflicts you with, well, cold. Duh. But the status effect is it actually slows you, like literally everything you do. Your movement, your attack, etc. That's a healer. That's a healer. The green one that you see, that's got like a green glow around it, that's the one that has toxin. That one right there. Oh, nope, that's toxic healer. Never mind. Now I'm forgetting stuff. Anyway, we'll see it at some point. I'll point it out to you. Actually, I wonder if there's any crawlers in this at all. It might not be until later. So, yeah, cold. Slows you down. I'm sure some of you may have experienced that from popping the, I think it's called the LN2. Barrel container or whatever on Venus. And you get slowed down from it. Then you have heat or fire, whatever. If you're afflicted with heat, it halves, I believe it's halves your armor, so that the damage, whatever damage you take, is more. Electric affects your shields. So, oh, I should really be going the regular way before showing you guys this stuff, because this way takes a little bit of practice. Anyways, so yeah, electric affects your shields to where it'll actually, as you're taking enemy or as you're taking damage from enemies, your shield will drop even faster. And then that last one is toxin. Now toxin actually affects your health directly, meaning it completely bypasses your shields and just starts damaging your actual health. Oh, that was interesting. So, for the time being, you kind of want to try to avoid... Seriously, camera? Anyways, you want to try to avoid the enemies that can proc you with toxin, and kind of attack them from a distance, if you can. But I will say this much, that the toxin, the amount of toxin that they might actually inflict you with, isn't going to do much. So you don't really have to worry about it. But just know that will happen. Cool. I was able to get through that entire thing while talking about, well, elements and status effects. Go figure. Hang on. And speaking of proccing electricity, convulsion. I actually forget what weapon that's for. I'll find that in a second. Pistol. Okay. So, secondary. Oh yeah, let's dim that. And check that out. We're ready for... Actually, I'll go to the next... Ooh, real quick, I will say that. So you can see that we're ready for Mastery Rank 2. However, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to do that in the next video, since this video is purely about the quest that we're on. Now, for those of you that might wonder, so this says, you know, next rank, Silver Initiate, 0, whatever. Your experience here will still go up no matter what. And since all you have to do is hit a certain number for each rank, there actually is... I'm trying to remember which site has it on it. It might be the Warframe wiki, or the wiki fan. Was it like FanWiki or something like that. I forget the name of it. But there is a list that it'll actually it maps out every single level and how much experience you need for each. And no matter what, your experience will continue going up even if you don't go and do your mastery rank test right away. However, just remember that after you complete the test, you have to wait 24 hours before you can take another one. So even if you have enough to get to rank 3, let's say, the longer you wait to do your Mastery Rank 2 test, the longer you have to wait to get to the Mastery Rank 3 test, or to do the Mastery Rank 3 test. But at this point, I don't mind myself because I want to keep these videos kind of short, so it's really not going to affect me.
This Grineer ship tried to flee the infestation, but was quickly overrun.
I will say that the infested are oh, there was a crawler. Speaking of, see that green coming off of it? That's a toxic crawler. So that's the one that if you let it get close enough to you, it'll start kind of, I don't know what the hell that was. It'll start kind of like spitting gas at you, and if they're close enough to do that, they could proc you with toxin.
May have thought they could toy around with the infested, but they are quickly learning how wrong they were.
Where are you? There you are. Meh. Okay. Yeah, and you might notice these things don't exactly have heads. So, yeah, getting headshots. Although what's really funny is you'll actually see at the end here, I'll bring it up. I can't tell you how many times I finished doing a mission with Infested, and I'll have like 30 headshots, and it's like, how? They don't have any heads.
Died off with the Orkin. For hundreds of years, there was nothing. Now this. Where did the Grineer find these creatures?
Oh, there you are. Some more. Okay, only 26 more.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh, and yeah, all except for, well, there's 2 types, I'll say, of infested enemies. Not sure if you guys were able to read that or if you want to pause to read it or whatever, but that crawler there actually said toxic crawler, just in case for some reason you don't believe me. Or if you want to see it for yourself. See, there we go. I've got poison on me. Oh, that's why. Punk. And there we go. That's what I was about to say. So every one of the infested, except for the ancients, and later on we're going to see some that actually fly. They're the only ones that have any kind of a ranged attack, sort of. And the reason I say sort of is because the ancients, they don't necessarily have a ranged attack. They kind of act like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, where, you know, the whole get over here deal. And they drag you over, they knock you down, whatever. They drag you over to them, and they attack you like up close. The flying ones, obviously, they fly, and they've got these little spikes, whatever, that they shoot at you. Other than that, every other enemy comes right up to you, which is one of the reasons why it's so easy to, why it's easier, in my opinion. Oh. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Whatevs. And we get to defend a bomb. Yay. Now, if I remember correctly, this is actually 10 waves, which is kind of meh.
We are going to attempt to use a cascade bomb to destroy all traces of infested here. The bomb will take time to arm.
Oops.
Protect it until it's
Oh, and
ready
yes,
for
you can fall
detonation.
down here. Just so you know. But it doesn't affect you. Like, literally at all. You fall, you come back up like that. That's it. And this is literally all you have to do for 10 waves. Oh, no, not 10. 8. Nice. In case anyone wasn't able to read the screen there. At the very left, just under the map, it says defend the target, waves remaining.
These creatures appear
So,
to
just
be
in case you were
harmless
trying to figure out
monsters,
how I
but
knew
they
there was
know
only
we're up
8
to
waves.
something, and they're trying to stop it.
Sorry. You did. Come on, where are you? See, this is the annoying part about them, though. Actually, good part and annoying part. Is they take so long to just walk around and get to where they're going to go. Sometimes they attack you directly, sometimes they go straight up to the target. It's just like, oh my god. But if all you do is just hang around the defending, the target you have to defend, whatever, they'll literally, no matter what, they'll get there eventually. And then you just kind of walk around it like this. And if there's anything there, you slice it up. Now, in case anybody picked the Mark I bow from the start, and you keep watching me use the Scanna, you're literally going to be doing the exact same thing I'm doing right now. Just, it's a different melee weapon. That's literally it.
When this
There's
cascade bomb goes off,
no...
a wave of void energy will tear
One
through
isn't
the
better than the
complex,
other.
ripping the life force from
Like I
all
said in that very
organic matter,
first, I believe it
but
was in...
leaving the structure intact. It's our only chance to stop
Yeah, I
this
believe I said it
scourge
in day
before it
1.
starts.
That, in my personal opinion, the Scanna is a touch faster in the attacks, but the Mark I bow has a larger range, so you don't have to get as up close and personal with the enemies. But when it comes to the amount of damage, really they're about the same, especially with mods. Oh, come on, you. I really hate crawlers. Like, really, really hate crawlers. I still remember a day that I'm sitting there, I'm aiming out like this, I'm shooting at some enemies, I'm dropping them like flies. Suddenly I realized that, like, my shield's almost completely gone. And I was like, what in the world? Yeah, I came back and I started looking around at what may have been causing some kind of damage. I had like 4 crawlers just right at my feet. So, yeah, they'll creep up on you sometimes. Quite literally. They should call them, well, never mind. Oh, that little red thing that comes up, I was hoping the healer or the disruptor would have it as well. That's something called a mercy kill. It's what's known as a finishing move. So if you've, I'm sure that you've done some kind of a stealth kill at some point with the melee weapon. You know, sneak up behind one of them, press, in my case, G, and you do the melee. Well, that's also a finisher. And I point that out because there is a mod out there that I believe it's like increased finisher damage, something along those lines. And that's what they're talking about. So, let's see if I can do it here. Yep, there we go. See, Mercy. And you do a whole special thing, and it's dead. But that's a way that you know, it's the stronger enemies have those. So once you get them down by enough health, you can just press, again, in my case, G. Whatever button you press to interact with consoles and stuff. Screw you. Dead ant, dead ant, dead ant. That's all you are to me is you're a bunch of ants. Hee. Ooh, nice one. Not really, but nah. What the hell was I just on about? Start singing Pink Panther and I completely forget everything. That works. Wow, I am really struggling to remember what I was just talking about. I'm sorry, guys. Where are you? Oh! The Mercy. Yeah, okay. So, there's going to be times where, yeah, you're going to experience some enemies that are actually really quite tough, especially Exodus enemies. And you're going to have a tough time killing them. But if you get their health down low enough, you don't have to worry about that because you can literally just mercy kill them. And it's literally, as soon as you do the mercy kill, it's instant. You just killed them.
Good job, Tenno.
That's it. It's really nice. I should really bring that up so I can actually watch the camera. I'll do that real quick here. Just do that, do that, do that, and then do that. Do that. Okay. Now if I actually pay attention at all, I'll be able to see that. Okay, here's a funny thing. This is Mastery Rank 3. Gives you an idea of where they expect you to be by the time you actually complete that quest. So you can't actually make this. This will be sitting in the foundry. I'm actually going to go show you before I leave here. This will be in the foundry, and you can't actually make it until you're rank 3. Isn't that nice? What's the other one here? Really, nothing. So, anyways, that's the entire quest. Like, seriously, that's it. Now I'll come down here real quick. So here it is, Heat Sword. And you can see I already have everything that I need. If I didn't, here you go, it would be grayed out like this is. But you can see it's not grayed out at all. Screw it, I'll start building it now. It's MR2, MR2, Ammerdux, Ammernot, SAR. Hey, if anyone's ever heard that joke before, yeah, go ahead and tell me in the comments that, well, the rest of it from there, from SAR. Sorry, it's an old joke that I heard when I was a teenager, and I still remember it. All right, but anyway, so here's the Heat Sword. I've got all the resources that I need to make it. I just need to be Mastery Rank 3 to actually get it. And then the Boltor and the Furus, again, I've got... Actually, I don't have everything. I need another Neurode for that. Yeah, I'll talk about that stuff in the next video. So, let's take a really quick look, because I was actually expecting that to take a little bit longer. No, no, no. Because that's just this here. So, no, never mind. That'll be it. That's the Once Awake quest. If for some reason, I will say this since we're talking about quests here, if for some reason you ever want to go back and ever redo a quest for whatever reason, you can actually scroll all the way down to the end here, and I think you can even do it on Awakening. I've never actually tried, to be honest with you. Yeah, replay quest. Or you can just view the cinematic that comes with it. Vor's Prize, same thing, the very beginning quest. And Once Awake that we just completed, you can actually replay the quest if for some reason you want to. Who knows? Maybe you get bored one day and you're like, I just want to redo every single solitary quest, and you go in and do it. hey, to each their own. So, anyways, that's it for this video. Um, I'll be making another video literally right after this, to the point where if you end up watching this video and then you watch the other video, you'll literally see this exact screen that I'm ending on at the start of the next video. Literally. See you guys in the next one.